Well, hey folks, welcome to another DVD collection video. Don't try to do this in the same day. I looked at the first video and I guess it was like a over 1 gigabyte because it was so long. So if there's a decrease in video in the previous one, it's because I had to lower down the quality of the video so it would upload faster, because if I didn't, it would take like 5. I just tried to upload it and it said it would take like 5-6 hours. So I'm probably lower the quality. And each installment of these is probably gonna be like an hour tops. So, and I don't know if I'll upload these once a day or upload 2 things a day. I don't know how it's gonna work, but if I'm gonna try to knock this out in one day, but I don't know. Um, so, if you're wondering why the quality of video is decreased, that's why. If you're wondering, I don't know what else you're wondering, but let's get started. Because it took me 3 hours to get through one shelf. So there's going to be probably 50 parts. But let's get started real quick, huh? I guess best way to do this would be just get all these down and go from there. We'll just do this and then stop it. First, we got a Bruce Willis collection that I want to show you. I know it's really bright, but that way you can actually see the cover of the DVDs. Let's start at the end here. We got the 5-star collection DVDs of Die Hard, which is the 2-disc. Although I do think that you can make a better DVD of Die Hard. I mean, I like this. It's 2-disc. There's features on the second disc, but really, what is it? It's a cutting room, re-edit, remix your favorite scenes. That sucks. It's a shitty feature. 2 little extended scenes that show nothing. Deleted lines and sequences reel. Gag reel. You can read the screenplay. You can read articles from magazines. 2 of them. Trailers, TV spots. Like, this film deserves a documentary. You know how they did documentaries for, like, they did a documentary for Return of the Living Dead. They're doing one for Rad, apparently. Do a documentary for Die Hard, like an hour and a half long documentary. If Jaws can get one, Die Hard should get one. I mean, it's only one of the most classic action films of all time. It deserves that. But I also have Die Hard 2 5-star collection, which is a 2-disc. Each one of these has a commentary on the first one. That's with John McTiernan and such. This one's with Rennie Harlan. And then this two pretty much making up stuff from back in the day. Die Hard with a Vengeance. 5-star collection. Once again. Again, these 5-star collections, just like Speed, the 5-star collection which I showed you last. I showed you right here. I mean, they have good features. They're 2-disc. I mean, they have a lot of features, but they can be updated, is what I'm saying. You can make like a... Someone should do like a documentary series, like hour and a half documentaries on all these classic films. Get like updated interviews and stuff. That would work. And then the much hated Live Free or Die Hard. This is the unrated version. In a sort of a steel case. I like that image there. I love Live Free or Die Hard. I know, despite all the bitching I have on PG-13 movies and action movies of today, I should hate this film, but I love it. I thought it did right. Did the action wide, Bruce Willis was right. I like the unrated version especially. It's a 2-disc version, has some good features. It only has the unrated version. But either way, live free or die hard. We got the much hated Hudson Hawk. This is the special edition, which actually has features, including a featurette with Bruce Willis, who actually talks about a little about the film. And it seems like he actually doesn't mind the film, which is really surprising. To be honest, the one thing they should have done is just an all-out documentary. That would have been interesting. Making the film, where the idea came from, interviews with people, and talk about the release of it, and why it bombed, and why it got so much hate, and director's commentary, same thing. Like, director's commentary, it's like, dude, just go into the details. Tell the meat and potatoes. But that's the thing. If you don't do one like this, talk about the infamousy. But still, the fact that it has any features is a shocker. This, I put this in the Blu-ray in this section because it's a Bruce Willis film. Michael Keane, thanks to him, Striking Distance Blu-ray. Very nice of him to do so. Same guy who directed Roadhouse and Jats Back did Striking Distance. I know Bruce Willis himself is not a fan of this movie. It's one of those movies I think it's okay. It's not bad, it's not great, it's just okay. Mercury Rising, which I really enjoy. Again, Universal, just like they did with Dante's Peak and Daylight, they did all these movies, which I think, and they give it special, like they give it this a booklet with pictures. Yeah, all these Universal Collection DVDs, Apollo 13, Blues Brothers 2000, Dante's Peak, Daylight, Dragging the Bruce Lee Story, The Jackal, John Carpenter's The Thing, Street Fighter, the remake of Psycho. They gave all these films, whether they were a flop or not, collector's editions. That's how it should be. Universal was on the right path. I mean, this has a pretty lengthy documentary from back in the day. Has a commentary with the director, has a trailer, production photographs, deleted scenes. And I happen to like this film. I like Mercury Rising. It is underrated. Last Man Standing, the underrated Walter Hill film, has no features, but I enjoy this film. The Ultimate Edition of The Fifth Element. It's a 2-disc. I love The Fifth Element. I think it's fantastic. I think it's tremendously underrated. I think it's, without doubt, one of my favorite Bruce Willis films. I think this film kissed the shit out of the Star Wars prequels. But they made shitloads of money, but this film didn't make a dent in the U.S. box office. That's... This is before the Star Wars prequel came out, and these effects are better than the Star Wars prequels. Don't believe me? Watch it. It's more original. It's more entertaining. It's The Fifth Element kissed the shit out of the Star Wars prequels. So why did they make so much more money? And those effects look shittier. These look better. Don't believe me? Take a look. This has imagination. This has... I could gush on this for an hour. Now, the Ultimate Edition, I think that's bullshit. I mean, it has features, but it's all like the look of the aliens, the effects, the clothes, a feature-length trivia fat track, but no commentaries, no documentary, no new one. Like, hey, interview Bruce Willis, interview Mila Jovovich, have brand new interviews with Luc Besson and Robert Mark Kamen, who did the screenplay. Have new interviews with them. Then it'd be the Ultimate Edition, but still, really awesome movie. Then we got The Siege. This is the martial law edition. This is a film that's kind of hard to sit through because this was made in 1998 or so. And it's about, Yeah, filmed more than 3 years before the attacks of 9/11, tells a fictional story of terrorists who set off a series of bombs in and around New York City. So, still a good thriller. Denzel Washington is great, Bruce Willis, but it's one of those films that's like, wow, this has a commentary, has a couple featurettes. But you watch the siege, you go, wow, this is only 3 years before 9/11. Pretty crazy. The Jackal, which watching again, I didn't mind as much because I like Richard Gere, I like Sidney Poitier. I didn't mind it as much, so I didn't say I liked it. And then again, this is a collector's edition. This actually has features. It doesn't say on the back of the DVD, but it does have features. So again, Universal gave a shit. In my opinion, M. Night Shyamalan's best film, Unbreakable. And then there's a point where he wanted to do a trilogy. I kind of wish he did. Don't do The Happening with what? No. Don't do fucking Last Fartbender. Don't do The Village. You should have just done this trilogy. But and pretty nice looking 2-disc. You know, people talk about how The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, oh, they're the realistic superhero movie. Watch this film. And then tell me about that shit. Sorry, did before Batman Begins. And this is better. Behind the Scenes featuring Bruce Willis. Comics and Superheroes feature with Samuel L. Jackson. Deleted scenes, stuff like that. Love Unbreakable. Let me put that away. A little bit. Then we got Tears of the Sun, which I think at one point this was going to be Die Hard 4. Or, I know there was something to do with this. But it's directed by Antoine Fuqua. Or he did a movie so he could do this. Or I can't. Maybe he did Die Hard 4 if he could do this. Or I don't know what the deal was. But I enjoy this film, Tears of the Sun. It's a Bruce Willis film not many people talk about. But I enjoy the film. Hostage. Pretty good thriller with Bruce Willis. I will say the last act kind of was disappointing. When Bruce Willis gets his shotgun, he like barely even uses the shotgun. I'm like, yeah, Bruce Willis with a shotgun, and you're not gonna use it? The fuck? Come on, use that shotgun and blow some motherfuckers away. But other than that, it's pretty good thriller. Just the ending could have been better. And these two are connected. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. Which I thought was pretty funny. Bruce Willis, Matthew Perry, of course the great Michael Clark Duncan, who was greatly missed. Yeah, that's the whole 9 yards. And the sequel, which is not that good, the whole 10 yards. But I have it for completion's sake. I like these cardboard ones because it's easy to do and they're sturdy. You have Disney's The Kid. Got 16 Blocks, which I did not mind. The problem with the movie is this guy. Fucking Mos Def. With, hey, I mean, we gotta get some cake and we gotta cook the cake, man. And we're gonna, like, you toss like this and you feel like your head's gonna explode through your penis. And you kind of toss like this, kind of like if your nose is like this, and I'm gonna go bake the cake for you. And why did they do that? I mean, Richard Donner, aren't you watching this and going, dude, don't talk like that. You don't like it, you're fired. Get fucking 50 other people you get. Get Mike Epps. Get all these other guys. But Bruce Willis was good. 16 Blocks. Action was decent. Most Def though was annoying. He's like the main problem with this movie. Surrogates. I don't hate this film. I did a review for this film. I like the film. It has some good notes to it, but it's nothing original. It's nothing extremely memorable about the film. It's kind of like a time waster. But I mean, I like the film. I did a review for the film, and I liked it. But it's nothing memorable. Like, oh shit, really nothing much. But Red. This was a really fun movie. I know they're doing a sequel. Look forward to it. Cop Out. Got this very dirt cheap for the collection. This film will haunt me because I saw this film and I gave it a positive review. And that's going to haunt me. That review's long gone, but I can be honest with you folks. I gave this movie a positive review. I don't fucking know why. Believe me, you know me. I'm controversial in what I like and don't like. And I do it because I'm being honest. And if I change my mind, I let you guys know. But I have not changed my mind on Machete, on Predators, on Universal Regeneration, on fucking Dark Knight Pisses, on fucking all that stuff. But yeah, this film, because this fucker right here, fucking Tracy Morgan, should lie down in front of a bus. Annoying little shit. Kevin Smith, you fucked up, man. You fucked up. Death Becomes Her. No features on that. Lucky Number 7, which I actually did not mind. I thought had a good script to it. Capable cast. Lucky Number 7. Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, Ben Kingsley, Josh Hartnett, Lucy Liu, Stanley Tucci. Bandits. Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, Kate Blanchett. And this is that 4-pack I was talking about way back when. That has Arnold Schwarzenegger. Awesome film with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Eraser. Awesome Bruce Willis film, The Last Boy Scout. That's mainly why I got this, because of these two. I love Eraser, and I love Last Boy Scout. Passenger 57 has definitely grown on me. I really do enjoy the film. Point of No Return I still haven't seen yet, but I got mainly for the other ones. And then, I guess we could do this. I'll do this. We have the Rocky collection, which has Rocky 1 through 4 like this. There's features on the first one, commentary, a video commentary with Stallone, commentary with the other folks, featurette, stuff like that. You got Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5. Rocky 1, it's a classic. Rocky 2, worthy sequel. Rocky 3 and 4 are my favorites. Rocky 5, I was very pissed off when it first came out. I'm still not. It's my least favorite Rocky film, but since Rocky Balboa came out, I could deal with this. It's sad to see with him and his son, Sage Stallone. So Sage Stallone is no longer with us. Yes, I know Sly's half-sister also passed away, so Sly's had a tough year. But definitely wish him the best. Love the song Measure of a Man by Elton John. Really enough, this set, I did no features on the sequels. Rocky 2, Rocky 3, 4. And this one, there's like a sequence with Ivan Drago the Russian talking Russian. I remember on my VHS there were subtitles. Here, there's no subtitles when Ivan Drago's talking. What the fuck? But I didn't get the Blu-ray because I heard the Blu-ray was nothing to run home about. Undisputed! Yeah, I got a dispute. It sucks. That's my dispute. That's what I've heard. It sucks. Unless someone gave it to me for free, I'm not buying that shit if it sucks. Rocky Balboa. Great cap off for the series. Do not make any more movies. Not needed. Now, you don't see when I get to my Blu-ray set that I have these Rambo films. So you don't ask, why is it that I keep the DVDs of the Rambo films? Because, just to show you real quick right first, it opens up like this. There's Rambo 3, and it's 6-disc set, but it's the 4 films, a digital copy, and then a bonus features disc. And the reason I keep this is for 2 things. One is the commentary for the writer on that? I can't remember. On First Blood over there. I do know that this bonus disc is missing features that's not on that Blu-ray. Say again, like Michael Keane said, friend of mine, Michael Keane, keep your DVDs, because some of the features on the DVDs they will not put on the Blu-ray for whatever reason. For instance, what's not on the Blu-ray from this bonus disc that does not have an American Hero's Journey. Actually, let me double check real quick. Now oh, you talk out your ass. Okay. Let's look at the features. It's a long road. It has that. Okay, all the features for Rambo 4. Drawing First Blood, that's on the first one. We did the one this time, that's on the second one. Afghanistan Land Crisis, that's the third one. Commentaries. This does not have Guts and Glory. So, this DVD set has, that Blu-ray doesn't, Guts and Glory, which is the making of the 3 films. Rambonomics, Selling the Hero, Suiting Up, little featurettes about how much the movie's made, stuff that they sold, like toys and stuff for Rambo. And American Hero's Journey, the Rambo trilogy. I mean, you don't have Guts and Glory about the making of the 3 films? And American Hero's Journey, the Rambo trilogy? For some reason, I think it has one of those, but I know it doesn't have both. And it doesn't have all the features from the bonus disc on that Blu-ray, even though they look the fucking same. So, the DVD set, that Blu-ray does not have all the features this DVD set has, is my point. It has some of it, but not all of it, and that's stupid. Explain that shit to me. Especially when it has the same fucking cover. It's ridiculous. So that's why I keep my DVD. And this is Estra's disc that someone sent me. Some little stuff about Rambo 4. It's not much, but it's just a little bit of something. Then we got Nighthawks. I wish there was an uncut version of this movie. I heard there was an uncut version shown somewhere, but I don't know where. Especially the ending. I would like to see that ending of this film uncut. If you've seen the film, you know what I mean. Because Wolfgar was shot 6 times, but we only see it 2 times. But when he dies, we see 6 bullet holes. But I like to see an uncut version of this, but that's Nighthawks. Of course, my favorite, Cobra. I want to see the fucking word print version that has all those deleted gore and all the deleted violence and sequences. I would pay top dollar for that word print. I want to see that uncut version of that movie, word print, goddammit. Pisses me off. Lock Up, Over the Top, Tango and Cash, Oscar, this is Copland, the Collector's Series. This is the, just people call it the Director's Cut, which I like the differences because basically just makes it a little bit more like a Western. There's a couple of decent scenes added in. Not too much to hurt the film, and I really enjoy the Director's Cut. It's not a big difference, but I like it. Also has a commentary with the director, the producer, and Stallone and Robert Patrick all together. Behind the scenes, the making of, lighter features. Get Carter. I don't know why this film got shit on. This is a good movie. I don't know why everybody hates this movie. I don't know. I don't get it. ICU. This is such a tragic thing about this movie because I love this film. It features a great performance by Stallone, a beautiful score. I love the idea of Stallone being sort of a slasher movie. Capable cast. I mean, Robert Patrick, Charles Dutton, Courtney B. Vance, Jeffrey Wright, Chris Christopherson, Tom Berenger. The problem is you got fucked up of a director who did, I know what you did last summer. Yeah, get that guy to do this. Get fucking David Fincher to do this movie or something, not Jim Gillespie. And also, whoever edited this film must have been part Monty, because they fucked up. Like, the problem with this movie is the editing. It's like the worst editing you've seen in a movie. That's why I wish someone could get this movie and do like a detox version, you know, fix the editing in this movie, man. But I love the movie regardless. But still. Avenging Angelo. Okay. And let me just put these away. Sorry, I just want to be neat and clean when I get done with stuff. Alright. We got, let's go through these quick. Shade. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Very great classic cliffhanger. Fuck the remake. Do not remake cliffhanger. Demolition Man. Awesome movie. Marco Brambilla, please give him another job. He directed this film. Deserves a couple chances. He did make this film, for fuck's sake. This is a classic. Specialist. Judge Dredd. Assassins. Driven. Daylight. Film I very much love. That's all the Stallones I have. No, I don't have Fist, I don't have Rhinestone, and I don't have Paradise Alley. Believe me, I'll accept them if someone gave them to me, but I don't have them. And no, I don't have this fucking porn movie either. Fuck that. Let's go with this. This is, real quick, this is my collection of Gary Daniels films. I know there's a time I want to review all of his films together. There's so many reviews I could do, I don't know when. But Blood Moon. You got Fist of the North Star, which this actually has a commentary with both Gary Daniels and I think the director. I think it's the director. I know Gary Daniels is on the commentary as well. I'm like, this has a commentary? Wow. I still haven't seen this film yet, so. Then, of course, The 3 R's. Recoil, Rage, and Riot. Which I know so far this is my favorite Gary Daniels film, Riot. And also here's Cold Harvest. Directed by Isaac Florentine. And let's see, we got... This is cheating, but this is stuff I got because they're not on DVD or so on and so forth. Well, this just recently came out, but it's the Boogans. These are the 100 scariest movie moments and the 30 even scarier moments that was a Bravo did or something like that. Thanks to a friend of mine, I was able to have Creature and Shakma. TV show I'm with Busey, which I thought was fun. Gary Busey was funny on that. Film I reviewed, very underrated film by Larry Cohen. The 1990 film, The Ambulance. I would pick DVDs up of these, but they don't have it. Now, this is Inframan. I don't think it actually has that Superman S in the movie, not that I remember, but Inframan. I remember Inframan when I was a kid, man. Wow. It Waits. Shitty movie. What sucks is this film was going to star Dolph Lundgren. Think about Dolph Lundgren versus in a creature feature? Man, could have been as good as maybe Icon and Pease. Did a good director, but no! Couldn't do that because it'd be good. Jat's back. This was no DVD in the US. Of course. Oh yeah, someone sent me this, The Raccoons cartoon, I guess based in Canada. Just Before Dawn, the uncut version. Oh, like I mentioned before, here's Karate Kid 3 on one side and 4 on the other side. Another good friend of mine, Effrey, sent 2 Brandon Lee films, Legacy of Rage and Laser Mission, in case they ever do Brandon Lee's films. Man of the House is the one with Tom Lee Jones. These I bought, like, they were dirt cheap, but they came like this at a pawn shop. So that's why they're in these cases. This I bought because, checked out Memorial Valley Massacre and Don't Look in the Basement. Another one I was sent, Monty Shines and Night Riders. I definitely enjoyed Monty Shines. This is a copy of The Mutilator. My Day with Drew. Another movie that's not on DVD. It should be, though. My Demon Lover with Scott Valentine. Let's go. Do, 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 do. Let's go. Let go. National Lampoon's Last Resort. This is a film with Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Nightmare Weekend, a fucking awful movie, man. Phenomena. This is a film with Jennifer Connelly and Donald Pleasance that I think Argento directed. Oh, this is Poltergeist 2 and 3. In case I ever want to review the Poltergeist films. Prison. Film directed by Rennie Harlan, starring Viggo Mortensen. Why it's not on DVD? I have no idea. Razorback. Apparently there's a DVD overseas that actually has features, but of course I don't have that, so fuck. Well, Effrey also sent me Running Scared and Savage Streets. Secret Window with Johnny Depp. Slumber Party Massacre 2, that's the guy who looks like Andrew Dice Clay who has that guitar that's also a drill. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Garbage Day! This is one that, I think this is one that Shamozen sent me. Might have been him. Society. Really weird film. Special Bulletin. Sort of interesting take on the mock documentary footage genre. Larry Cohen's The Stuff. Great movie. Terminator 2, but this is Terminator 2 before there was T2. It's also known as Shot in Dark. You know the Terminator 2 that's a ripoff of Aliens? Fuck. This is not the original The Unholy. This is a different movie. Huge piece of shit. Vampires. God awful fucking shit. Video game commercials. Wavelength, which sucked ass. Witchboard. Without Warning. Another take on that sort of mock documentary, like fake newscast. Maybe one day I'll talk about those. Go through these quick. We got the original Blood Rain. We got Blood Diner. We got the Warprint of Blair Witch Project, which was bullshit because there's nothing new in it. So I ripped off. Blair Witch Megadisc, which has some little features, but not much. Well, it has some stuff. Oh, remember I said Blade Trinity? I don't have the second disc, but this is the movie, Blade Trinity. Black Cadillac, which was decent. Berserker. Flight of the Living Dead. Then these are all... Get that, come on. The TV series Fear. That was on MTV. Had that Godsmack song. I'm not the one who's so far away. Anyone remember that? The Dentist. Creepy film with... God, what was his name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Damn it. He was in Major League. Shit. Corbin Burnson. Destroyer. Fun little movie. This is a movie called The Dead Pit. Sucked ass. Dark Wolf. Another movie that sucked ass. Korn. Which you would think from the cover was a horror film, but it's not a horror film at all. It's like a fucking drama. The Condemned. Which kisses my ass. Catwoman. Awful fucking movie. Carnosaur 3, which I enjoy. The uncut version of The Burning. Brain Damage. There's the DVD. It says special edition, but it's bullshit. House of the Dead 2, which sucked. House 3. This is actually the uncut version of the horror show. It's also known as the horror show with Lance Harris and Brian James. This is the uncut version that nowhere in the US. Yeah, when I try to upload clips, it blocks it. I'm like, you don't even have it released in the US. What the fuck? Gutterballs, piece of shit movie. I know him named Norm. I think Stan Winston made this film. It stars Anthony Michael Hall. So, curiosity's sake. Friday the 13th Megadisc has some... Oh, it has some features that are not on the actual DVDs of Friday the 13th. Ghoulies 4, which sucked ass. Ghoulies 3, which I guess is in like a 6-pack or something. But I like Ghoulies 3. Sue me. Ghost Town is a really good ghost story movie. Why is it not released on DVD? Fright Night 2, once again. The DVD is harder to find than the fucking Ark of the Covenant. Frankenhooker. It's pretty fun. I forgot what the fuck this was. A DVD with nothing on there. I forgot what the hell this was. What the hell was this? Do I have DVDs? I don't even know what the fuck they are. I have to look into this, see what the hell that one is. Oh, thanks to my friend Effrey once again. Got Munchies and Nightlife, also known as Grave Misdemeanors, which I reviewed that one. And also got Deep Space, thanks to my friend Effrey. Film I reviewed my first time viewing, but it's not on DVD. This is thanks to a guy who actually also sent me some shirts. Airborne, which I reviewed. And also thanks to the Flying Ninja 1, I reviewed this film, Showdown. And one more of that kind of stuff. All this bundle is the I Love the 80s stuff that was on VH1. I love the 70s, I love the 80s, I love the 80s Strike Back, I love the 80s 3D. It has all the I Love the 80s stuff. Not released officially, probably never will, but I have it now. I offer. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which I don't mind. Oh, here's more. Oh yeah, I love the 90s as well. Have that stuff. I love the new millennium. God, I forgot they actually did that. And I own it. That's so sad. The Incredibles and to the Stallone, Spy Kids 3D, even though it's an awful movie. Couple stuff of Family Guy to give it a shot. Is this all? Let's see. It says Melrose, but it's not Melrose Place. This huge batch here is stuff that I sent. A guy basically wanted. I had these videotapes that had Joe Bob Braid's Dust to Dawn Friday the 13th marathon when he did Monster Vision. So the guy said, hey, let me give me those and I'll make copies. I said, okay, and I gave it to him. So he actually sent me back copies, but I also got more stuff as well. So I have. That's why I don't have the DVDs of these because there's nothing on them, and it is the DVD, but he put in Joe Bob Braid's Monster Vision segments throughout as well. So it's the real movie, all the language, nothing cut out, but it also has Joe Bob Braid's Monster Vision clips in there. So like Beetlejuice, because the DVD has nothing. Space Raiders and 1,000,000 Years BC with Joe Bob Briggs. Children of Corn 2 with Joe Bob Briggs. The first Poltergeist with Joe Bob Briggs. So sadly, this has more features than the actual Poltergeist DVD Anniversary Edition. American Graffiti with Joe Bob Briggs. I forgot I had that. Here's some of the Friday the 13th movies. Those are not uncut, but I just skipped through to see Joe Bob Briggs' feelings on 1, 2, 3, I think 5 and 6. Then this is They Live in Immortal Combat, which I don't think is on DVD. How was this one? This one was. Should be a piece of paper in here that says what it is. Big Trouble in Little China and Leviathan. God, I forgot. Did one Leviathan. Spaceballs. And this one was on Beastmaster and the Time Machine. So then I know these were from Shamozen. I don't know if Society was from him now. I can't remember. I have such a shitty memory. But I know he sent these. Children of Corn 2, A Very Brady Sequel. and Day of Atonement, The Granny, and something called Russian Roulette. I already forgot what it was. Some weird game show. And then these here doesn't have a cover, but Scare Tactics. Why they didn't release just a complete series of the Scare Tactics TV show, I don't know. I would love to have gotten it, but you have this. So that's how it goes. Okay. Now we're going to start on the Steven Seagal stuff. So, we got the classic Above the Law. You think you're above the law. Well, you're not above mine. That's how it looks in there. Hard to Kill. I like these snapper cases because they're like durable. For some reason, they have a scene from Out for Justice in there, but I don't know why. But that is Hard to Kill. That's the one where he's in a coma, wakes up, kicks some ass. That's why I'm so judgmental on Steven Seagal. Because like all of his newer ones, I enjoy. All of his older ones, I enjoy. Above the Law, Hard to Kill, March for Death. Like, he was on a roll with awesome movies. I mean, those two, then you had March for Death. It's where he made all the others with Warner Brothers. Then he makes this one with 20th Century Fox. Then he goes back to Warner Brothers. That's March for Death. This is the one by Dwight H. Little. This is the one about the voodoo. My favorite, Out for Justice. See, that's that picture in the right spot. Although I think that this picture of Seagal is like from Under Siege 2 or Glimmer Man or something. I don't know what the other deal is. You also have, of course, Under Siege, which is a classic. No features, I don't know why. Under Siege 2, which is a sequel I enjoy. And here's the inside of the first Under Siege. Easy to sight through as well. Jeez. Then we got Executive Decision, which this was a disappointing movie. Yeah, this is Executive Decision. You got On Deadly Ground. Has a lot of problems, but I still enjoy the film. The action scenes are good, that's why. But yeah, the plot, not so much. I don't save the environment by blowing up a fucking oil rig. That makes a lot of sense. And then like the 10-minute speech at the end. The Glimmer Man, I really enjoy this film. I think it's very underrated. Yes, it's not a typical buddy movie, but I enjoy this film. I think Keenan Ivory Wayans was in as long as he should be. Still a Steven Seagal film. I enjoy this film. When they're together, it's good. When they're not, it's like a movie like Seven, or, well, maybe not that far, but I really enjoy The Glimmer Man. I think it's a highly underrated movie. Fire Down Below. Like, no features on any of this. What is the deal, Warner Brothers? You cock-sucking lazy bastards. The fuck? This is pretty much his first direct-to-DVD film, and it's a boring-ass one at that. The Patriot. Fucking Patriot. High caliber action, my ass. There is no action. Then his bid to come back, Exit Wounds, which this was actually a big hit. I don't I actually liked the film. But that didn't last long, because the next film he made that came out in theaters was Half Past Dead, which I have here, and then straightly when that film flopped, he went back to DVD. And this is the film here, Half Past Dead, with Morris Chestnut and Ja Rule. Then, that's when we're getting mad. Ticker, directed by Albert Pune, they stole footage from a lot of other movies. Todd Sizemore, Nas, Steven Seagal, Dennis Hopper. I think he did all his scenes in like one day. That's Ticker. This is just a fucking... wow. Here's some bad ones. We got The Foreigner. We got Out for a Kill. You got Billy the Beast, which is appropriate title. My problem with Seagal is that he can't even do half his fight scenes anymore. Because you can tell it's an obvious double for fight scenes. And then on top of that, like, sometimes it's not even his own fucking voice, it's someone else's voice coming out of his mouth. Name one other action star that's doing that today. Does Dolph Lundgren do it? Does Van Damme do it? No, he doesn't speak and then someone else's mouth comes out of his fucking mouth. That's laziness. That's why I don't give respect to Seagal. If he's that lazy to come in to do fucking dialogue... kind of stupid, isn't it? Out of Reach. This is the one with his his pen pal, and she's missing. He wants to find her. Into the Sun. This is one of those direct-to-DVD ones that's in the decent category. The others, I haven't seen them for long. I want to do a Steven Seagal marathon, but couldn't do it yet. Today You Die. This is when, again, they stole footage. I know they stole footage from a Peter Weller film called Top of the World. And I think they stole footage from other movies. I can't remember. Submerged. This is the one directed by Anthony Hitchcock that was supposed to be a horror film with fucking mutants and a submarine. But no, you changed the shit, so it's not a horror film anymore. Gary Daniels is in this, and he has probably the lamest fight in his career. Gets his ass kicked by Seagal in like 2 seconds. But I do enjoy this film as a guilty pleasure sort of way. Especially Seagal saying, "Cut sucker, motherfucker!" When Seagal said that, I'm like, okay, I can't hate this film entirely. He said, "Cut sucker, motherfucker!" Like, funniest shit. That was like the funniest goddamn thing. Him saying that shit. Jeez. Yeah. There's a lot of problems with that movie, though, but... Black Dawn. Believe me, I don't know what half these movies are about, because they all run together. Mercenary for Justice. Someone's probably like, God, he made all those movies? Like, Michael Keane, I know you like Seagal, but he made all those fucking movies? TAC Force, I've ranted on this piece of shit. This is, it's about aliens, but then they change it like, nope, like halfway through the script, and this has one of the dumbest endings as well. Hey, there's all this poison in the water, but we're never going to actually find out. They just blow up the computer and then everything's fixed. Nope, the poison's not in the water anymore, but they blew up the computer. Just fucking Jesus Christ. Shadow Man. Again, all these films run together. I can't remember what half these fucking movies are. I know this one I haven't even opened yet. Flight of Fury. This is probably, I think, his best direct-to-DVD film. Some people will disagree, but I actually think this is in the step in the right direction. Urban Justice. But, God, that didn't last long. Yeah, Pistol Whipped. With Lance Henriksen. The Keeper. Driven to Kill. Against the Dark. This is him versus vampires. I was very disappointed in this. Seagal is barely in the goddamn movie. I'm like, how did they fuck this up? Him find vampires. And they did. For fuck's sake. Can't believe they did, but they did. This one's a fucking kill switch. God. So many things to say about kill switch. Fuck's sake. A Dangerous Man. Yeah. To make these movies. This was, I think this was his last one, but he has a new one coming out with Stone Cold Steve Austin called Maximum Conviction, which I guess comes out probably, what, November probably? But this is Born to Raise Hell. The reason it's on Blu-ray is because it was cheaper than the DVD. I don't know why. But I'll end this, and then I'll stop the camera because it's getting to the hour mark. Then right here I have my Kevin Smith collection. Which, no, it does not feature Red State. I would only have Red State if it was sent to me for free. Because that movie sucks. But this is the Blu-ray, the 15th anniversary edition of Clerks. This Blu-ray has all the features that was on the Clerks X DVD. Because I made sure. So it has the 2 commentary tracks, the 2 cuts of the film. It has the Clerks Lost Scene anime short, the flying car, MTV spots, trailer, music video, Snowball Fett, the story of Clerks, great documentary, a lot of features. And the reason I got this Blu-ray, because this Blu-ray is the only way you can get this. Oh, What a Lovely Tea Party, The Making of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's not on the DVD of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but they did put that on the Blu-ray of this film. So, that's why I got this. Clerks 2, which is a 2-disc, very solid sequel. This one, and this 2. Then we have Jay and Silent Bob. Well, it does have them in it, but this is Clerks Uncensored. Uncensored shouldn't be on there because it's not that bad, especially as the cover puts it. There's still really no cussing. There's no nudity. There's nothing like that. So uncensored is stupid. So just technically it is, but there's nothing that bad in this at all, believe me. But this is the short-lived cartoon. It did have the voices of Brian O'Halloran. Like, from the movie, they are in the cartoon. This last had a couple episodes. No, not that great of a cartoon, but it does have a very funny audio commentary with a lot of people throughout. Very funny about how ABC fucked them over and the show getting canceled, and pretty funny. This is Mallrats. I guess there's a new DVD special edition, but I don't have that one. I just have this one, which has a commentary over 1 hour deleted scenes and all that jazz. So I don't have the other Mallrats DVD. I don't know, maybe one day. Does have a booklet with production notes. Yeah, this is when Universal gave a shit. Remember, like I was saying, this is Universal, and they did a collector's edition to movies. This is the Blu-ray of Chasing Amy, which I got. And actually, going a little over an hour, but hopefully I'll be okay. The DVD and the Blu-ray of Chasing Amy. You're wondering, why do I have both of them? Because this DVD is a Criterion Collection. Now, because it's Criterion Collection, they own the features, so they cannot put on the Blu-ray. So the Criterion DVD... So if you want the complete Chasing Amy, you need both of these. I know that sucks, but that's how it goes. This DVD has commentary with Ben Affleck, Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, Scott Mosier, Robert Hawke, John Gordon, and Vincent Pereira, all in the same room. Very funny commentary, especially when Ben Affleck and Kevin Smith make fun of each other. This also has the deleted scenes, 10 deleted scenes plus outtakes, video intro, stuff like that. And then they could not put that on the Blu-ray, but what you do have on the Blu-ray is 10 years later, a Q&A with Kevin Smith and the cast. Was it Something I Said, a conversation between Kevin Smith and Joy Lauren Adams, and a Chasing Amy documentary, and a new commentary with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. So if you want all the features, you need both the Blu-ray and the DVD, because they have different features. Strange but true. And then to end this segment, let's go with the rest of these. I'll just pull out now. We got Dogma. This is a special edition. That's 2 discs. Looks like this. And you open it up. Like it says 2 disc. Has 2 commentary tracks. One with the cast and Kevin Smith and Ben Affleck, Jason Mewes, Jason Lee, Kevin Smith, Scott Mosier, Vincent Pereira. Very funny commentary track. This also has a second more technical commentary track. A lot of deleted scenes. Over 100 minutes of deleted scenes. Outtakes, trailer, a lot of features on this 2-disc special edition of Dogma. I'm going to show this next because something interesting. There's one thing not on that DVD that they were not allowed to put on, but we go to Vulgar. This is a film that Kevin Smith did not direct, but he produced. He produced this, and his friend Brian Johnson wrote and directed it. Not a big fan of the movie, but it does, again, have a fun commentary track, and it does have the documentary from Dogma, Judged Not in Defense of Dogma. This is about the controversy when Dogma came out. They got death threats. The religious groups were very antsy on the film. So I guess they couldn't put it on there, but they could put it on this because I guess the company who owned that, I guess they just thought they would get a lot of shit, so they did. If you want that documentary, it's on this DVD. So yeah, this has a documentary on Dogma on it. I know it's strange, but that's how it goes. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. This is the 2-disc. Which again, if you want the documentary on this, you need the Blu-ray of Clerks. That's just stupid. But this does have a lot of features. This is the one commentary that's not that good. Not that funny, not that good at all. But it's got music videos, TV spots, shitload of deleted scenes, gag reels, little behind-the-scenes features from back in the day. Well, when it first came out. Enjoyable film. Again, this is the Dimension Collector series. Jersey Girl, not the biggest fan of the movie, but the features are fantastic. You have a hilarious conversation between Ben Affleck and Kevin Smith, talking about the career they've had. Great commentary tracks, both of them. One with Kevin Smith and Ben Affleck, one with Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, and Scott Mosier. Both commentaries are worth the price alone for this DVD. You also have The Tonight Show's Roadside Attractions featuring Kevin Smith, and more. So, features are worth it. This is a 2-disc of Zack DeMary Make a Porno. Not the biggest fan of the movie, but it's a time waster. This has some good featurettes, good documentary on the making of the film. Then you have The Evening Whiffs. The Evening with Kevin Smith. This is the one where he talks about working with that writer, on Superman Returns, how the writer wanted Kevin Smith to, I don't want to see Superman in that suit. I don't want to see Superman fly. And he's got to fight a giant spider in the third act. If I was Kevin Smith, I said, fuck that, I'm not writing it at all, but the movie never got made, thankfully. But basically him talking, answering questions, very funny. An Evening Kevin Smith, An Evening Kevin Smith 2 Evening Harder, and a 3 Evening with Kevin Smith. This is the one where he talks about working on Die Hard 4. Very funny. If you're at all a fan of Kevin Smith, you need to see these evening whiffs. I think they did another one, but I don't know. I don't have that one. Drawing Flies is another one he just produced. He didn't direct. But it does have Jason Lee, Jason Mewes, Renee Humphrey, Carmen Lee. It's a weird black and white movie. Basically, Jason Lee's character goes nuts and wants to look for Bigfoot, so he drives his friends into the woods. And it's nothing dark like a horror film. It's not like they get killed off one by one, but you just sort of see Jason Lee losing it, and I don't know, it was an interesting film. But yeah, it does have a good commentary with Kevin Smith, Jason Lee, the directors, who was Matt Diaz and Malcolm Ingram. But anyway, that will end it for now for this part. Stay tuned for part 3 later.